Hey guys, Ninja here with Elliot. Going to do part 3 of the hamstring saga. So give us an update. Where you at, man?
So yeah, the right leg was the one where I tore the hamstring twice.
Yep.
Over 8 days.
Yep.
2 areas. One was the outer hamstring, and then that was offloaded, and then I tried to land a skydive, ran out the landing, and tore another hamstring. Both grade 2 ones. So that was about 8 weeks ago. Right, so we saw that part 1. Part 2 was the recovery from that. Now part 3, most of that has grown back, I reckon. Got my mobility back, so I can touch my toe now. Yeah, no pain through there. Bit of general tightness, but nothing crazy. And bit of compensation. So when I'm trying to exercise or run, feels like my calf, glute, bit of hamstrings trying to compensate to keep up that load, and my left side as well.
Yep.
Yeah, so when you've got injury, you know, it's one side you have a bit of trouble bending down, you want to bend down one side a lot more. I sort of cooked it a bit more on that side.
Yeah, cool. So let's treat.
Yeah.
And have a chat along the way. Yeah, whip them off.
Alrighty. Ooh. Got the old donut undies.
Donut, are you?
Forbidden donut.
Homer.
Alrighty.
Jump on, mate.
Thank you. We are.
So which is the one, the right? Was
The
it
right one?
The right that you hurt?
Yep.
So which one do you want me to treat first?
Let's see what the right one's up to these days.
We'll have and then we can compare.
Yeah. So I think the first injury I had was like here.
Yeah.
And that's where the tissue is still a little bit firm.
Yeah.
That's where the bleed was as well. And the second one I had was, I think, down here where where it tore.
Yeah. And so we're going to treat your whole hamstring and plus a bit of lower glute.
Yep.
So where that, just above where the hamstring attaches on that same bone, there's a glute tendon attaching into there.
But yeah, the recovery's been pretty good. Been pretty active. Now I'm running, so not sprinting yet, but I'm aiming to build up myself to 5Ks and not just any old 5Ks. I want to get 5Ks barefoot.
Barefoot, 5Ks. Is your microphone on your shirt still? Or,
I'm holding it. Yep,
That's all right. Just checking. Check 1, 2.
Oh yeah, that's a good spot there.
Yeah. So this is pretty easy for me. It's not that easy for Elliot, but yeah, I can just sort of sit here and just wait for the hamstring to receive what I'm doing, accept what I'm doing, give me permission to work it, let its guard down, the armory. We want to kind of crack that open so that we can kind of get in here and flush it and let it be able to heal even further so it can stretch out where it needs to, compress where it needs to. When it's really solid, it doesn't have that ability. But also we want blood to flow through, we want nerve to flow through, all that kind of, the waste to be able to be eliminated out of this site where there's been a previous scar because of the tear, the rupture, the trauma, whatever is going on here. So we were just wanting to help nature out a little bit and where it's kind of been a bit stuck. So
Yeah,
how's it feeling, man?
That's good. You're right on it.
Right
Yeah,
on.
definitely that tightness from both the scar from tissue being torn, and then the other tightness from the guarding, the protection of the other muscles. And so having received this treatment during my recovery, I think has been a game changer. If I wasn't getting onto it like that, I'd be just protecting it, trying to wait for the tension to go away, but that just takes an awful long time.
Yeah.
And I found that, this kind of work, doing some slow body work, has been much more effective than just trying to stretch the muscle.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. It's like healing there's a bit of an art form, isn't it? So you gotta kind of know thyself and then kind of have a plan to build back your movement, your loading, like lifting, sprinting, walking, climbing, all those kind of things, mobility work. But kind of knowing how to recover from sessions as well, so knowing what kind of intensity to kind of plan to go at, but then to have a plan to progress things so you can kind of get back towards 100% efforts, I suppose, like with lifting and sprinting. That's the real kind of measure of health, when your body's can lift, squat, heavy.
Yeah, produce all that force and tension when you want it to.
All the everyday stuff is like water off a duck's back, isn't it?
That's it. That's it. If you can lift heavy, you can run fast, you're doing pretty well, hey?
You are. So yeah, it should be everyone's measure.
Oh, yeah,
Every human in the world, in my opinion.
Yeah. And you don't need big muscles to be strong.
Nah.
You know, there's so much force you can really generate if you know how to get your body lined up right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's real good there.
The body's an instrument, not an ornament. It's how you feel, it's how you perform. It matters. So.
Do you ever do any bodybuilding, Ninja?
I'm probably for 1 year.
Yeah.
A little bit. Like I'm up there, but I was doing all body weight stuff. Yeah. But got a bit heavier.
Any competition?
Nah, not in competition or
Just
anything.
in your own,
But I was actually trying to sprint, but I was very slow. And it was one of the things that changed my life was like in the 1998. I was sprinting, but I looked like Schwarzenegger or something, and I was slow as fuck. You know, just this guy said, "Oh, you look like a draft horse out there." You know, slow. No, it wasn't very complimentary. But at the time, I was training 12 times a week. But I was training for the sake of training.
Yeah.
You know, like double sessions and things like that. But it wasn't in alignment with sprinting.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I kind of went to a new coach and we just sprinted twice a week, but we tried to get our body weight down. You know, so it was the power to weight thing that was important. So I didn't want excess baggage, whether it be muscle or fat.
Yeah.
You know, we just wanted to be hamstrings and a skeleton. He said he's the perfect sprinter looked like.
That's it.
So the extra upper body weight, you know, is not going to help you if your hamstrings haven't got the capacity to move that.
Oh, that's so good. Yeah, definitely with that training intentionally, yeah? Not training for the sake of training, because your body's just adapting to what you're feeding it and just making you stronger for the next workout. But when you want to run fast and it's not doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be just like junk food, you know. I need a lot of training. If you're eating junk food, it's got no nutrition, but it's got lots of calories. But your body still wants nutrition, doesn't it? It's getting heaps of calories, but it's why you're still hungry.
That's it.
And it wants
It's getting something, but still trash.
Yeah.
So you can have trash training as well. I'm still exercising. I should be healthy.
Yeah.
So that's trash.
Yeah.
You know, you start falling apart.
Yeah. It's a bit insulting, but you kind of can see people that train a lot. They're going to the gym all the time, and they're kind of on the treadmill or on the bike, or you know, they're walking a lot, but they're still large. Large humans. Swimming, you know, is another thing, and they're there doing the stuff, but you know, abs are made in the kitchen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like if you maybe did more Tabata style training, you know, the 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, high intensity interval training, that your body would be more streamlined. So that's kind of the thing. Like, what do you want your body to be streamlined towards? What do you want it to be adapted towards? So the stuff that I've sort of thought about is, I want to be fast and strong and vital. You know, when you're kind of training, you know, every single day, and it's, you know, you can wear yourself out, you can overtrain, and you can resent it. You know what I mean? But if it's sort of, you do this once a week and you do that once a week, you kind of look forward to it.
Yeah.
And it's also the people that you train with that's important to the community. So
for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of it's more a part of it than the actual exercise sometimes.
Well, that's the thing. You got to ask the question: are you adapting?
Yeah.
You know, if you're adapting to the training, then you're heading towards the goal that you want to be. But if you're just training heaps and you're not adapting, then what are you doing? You're just practicing how to tolerate the training session. You might be just strengthening your tolerance to it, but not your body.
Yeah.
So I think people are just starting to wake up a bit more to it, understanding recovery, and you know, just because something's good for you doesn't mean more's better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Some food can be good for you, but if you just keep eating it all the time, eat too much of it.
Yeah.
Just balance it out.
Correct.
Oh.
So things to ask yourself, Honda, are you is your performance where you want it to be? Is your energy where you want it to be? Is your vitality the way you want it?
I guess another interesting thing is like bodybuilders, right? Like they're amazing with their training and all that, but they're training to be statues essentially.
Yeah.
They're trying to hit poses.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what they're adapting to, and that's what their body's like getting better at.
Yeah.
But does that really tie into other things? Like we've seen people here with big muscles and really struggle to get their arms above their head sometimes, or strain themselves very easily. It's like you got all that strength, but what good is it?
Yeah. Yeah. What's the point? Like I reckon that's a really good point. He's trained to be a statue.
Yeah.
You look at a statue when it goes to move. I'm talking about big bodybuilders. They don't move that well. But if they were chasing me, I'd fucking be pretty confident I could run away from them.
That's it.
And if it was a pull-up competition, I'd be pretty confident I could beat them. So it's performance, isn't it? It's what's important. So just gonna do a little bit down here. Just feel into it a bit. So what else you been doing, man? You been doing a bit of dancing? Bit of dance? I was gonna caught you, sprung you the other day, didn't I? Sunday afternoon, thought no one will be here, I'll be right.
Just getting some free dance space when no one's around on a Sunday. Yeah, me and the wife, she's been going to this dance studio for a year, nearly 2 years actually.
Yeah.
And it's done wonders for her, just like, connecting with her body, learning how to not be too self-conscious and learn how to move. So she's absolutely loved it. She's been going hard since September last year, actually, up to like 8 or 9 classes a week.
Whoa.
Yeah, so some days, doing triples in a day, so 3 classes in a row. When I say a class, I mean like they learn from scratch choreography in 45 minutes and then do 15 minutes of like filming and practice.
Yeah.
And so she was getting me to do one of the ones that she already learned, and I could not learn it in 45 minutes. It took me 3 hours.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I've had history in dancing myself, but to try to pick it up there, some of those movements were pretty fun, but also pretty tricky. And no, it was great. It was a lot of fun. Just like, sometimes people you think dancing with your partner means like a waltz or like Latin dancing, which is also pretty fun. But even just learning the same dance and do it side by side, I think is heaps of fun too.
Yeah.
The cool thing about that is like you don't have to look like bang on as long as you're sort of just moving to the next point on time.
Yeah.
Everyone looks good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fun. It's expression, isn't it? It's like a bit of teamwork.
Yeah, like dancing's an amazing way to move our bodies as well, but I also find it like, it's a bit of a celebration of the fact that we can still move and be grateful for like how we can express ourselves physically.
Yeah.
And just feel happy for just doing something so simple. We don't need to take no meds and, go to counselling. I can just like, that's therapy in itself.
Yeah. I was listening to a bit of Zach Bush talk, and he was talking about how we used to process our emotions a lot more by just around the fire, singing and dancing or cooking together and things like that. Like the women would all process their emotional stuff by talking to each other. But yeah, there's the movement as well. Like we just don't move as much. We don't kind of sing and dance, like in a really natural way. Like it's.
So we're not releasing all that stuff that we've been capturing throughout the week,
Yeah.
That stores up.
We're in the fascia game, isn't it? It's full of it's a library of traumas, and the stuff that we're hanging on to. We haven't kind of done the dance and the singing and the yelling out in the forest and the chopping of the wood, the things that we kind of just expressed, so we kind of didn't give a chance to lodge in us and stay there and stay stuck, so it's we're in a different world to the design of the body.
That's it.
And you were talking today about we were once on all fours,
the design
design of the body, to go upright. And
that's it.
Transition to that.
Yeah, it would have happened slowly over time, but we still got that architecture. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Talking about why did the discs bulge out backwards and not so much forwards. Like occasionally they can bulge forwards, but most of them go backwards. And that ligament around the spine, the one at the front, is very thick and strong, whereas the one at the back is very thin. And because I reckon the four-legged ancestors needed to be quite mobile and flex their spine to move. So that back part had to be thin to allow that mobility. So then we inherited that, but we've decided to move and use that spine from more this way to more upright. And so those poor discs are having to absorb a lot more weight than the creatures before. But look, other animals can get disc bulges too. Like some dogs will get it too.
Really?
Yeah. They can get pretty bad with their spines if they're quite compressed. The Dachshund, the sausage dog.
Yeah.
They have very archy backs. So today I was talking about with the crew today about lordosis and pain in extension, and that's what those dogs experience a lot of.
Yeah.
So you see how long they are, and they can get bad enough that they can't walk anymore.
They need another wheel in the middle, don't they? Another leg in the middle.
Yeah.
Like a bus.
Oh, those poor things. They drag their bellies along the ground.
Yeah.
And they sort of waddle as well. They can't really gallop like other dogs.
And I don't know the history of dogs, but I think haven't they been kind of bred to look a certain way? And it's not for function. Like I know pugs. I used to have pugs, and they couldn't breathe properly. You wouldn't think that'd be a natural kind of. That's the thing. Pugs evolution.
Are definitely for the way they look to be like toys basically.
Yeah.
And genetically, I reckon they say that they're all almost identical, which means that they're all full of. When they breed more of them, they just bring out more issues.
Yeah.
But if you look at king dogs 100 years ago, they got photos of them. They look so different to the ones today.
Yeah.
So those purebreds, as we know, tend to have more issues, like King Charles, Cavaliers, and stuff like that. But those sausage dogs, the history behind them are pretty interesting too. They're hunting dogs.
They are hunting dogs.
Yeah.
Well, they hunt
Rabbits, badgers, so things that had tunnels.
Oh, really?
They used to put them into the tunnels there, and they were vicious too.
Really?
They bite the face off a badger.
Whoa.
That's why when you find someone with a sausage dog, right, as cute as they can be, these things just full growl at you and snap at you because they're just ready to fight. But out in the open, out in the street and all that, they're pretty, at their weak point.
Tame.
Yeah, they can't go very far.
Yeah.
So at home, they like to go under the beds, they like to be in enclosed spaces. Oh, it's a good spot there. So yeah, there was some function there that led to that appearance, and then some people thought, oh, really short legs and long bodies are really cute, and started to breed those ones that way, and they've got the sausage dog now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yep.
So there's a bit going on this other side. Just come over here. Give the legs some love.
Yeah, definitely this left side's over the last couple of months worked a bit harder.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of single leg RDLs unintentionally just to pick up stuff off the floor.
Yeah.
And it's great because my left side's always been my weak side, so I got to work it and train it.
You're going to balance it now.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to force yourself to even out. Oh, that's real good then, Inch. Yeah.
Feel it.
Yeah. Oh, that's helping heaps.
It's a knowing, isn't it, man? When something is good for you, it can be uncomfortable, but just know that the work needs to be done. You need to go through that sensation.
Yeah, just learning where your body's been holding on and contracting, waiting for an opportunity to let go, and this is the way to vent it out. This is the way to ask the tissues, hey, you can let go of that now.
Yeah.
And if you guys watched the previous videos where I've had all that bruising and swelling in my leg, the swelling and bruising didn't actually hurt that much. It was more the tension in the other muscles. And asking some of the guys here to help work it out there, Jerick was a bit scared of touching my leg actually.
Was he?
Yeah, he was scared that he was going to make the tear worse. I'm like, mate, you're not going to tear my hamstring while you're treating it.
Yeah.
So,
give me a bit in here.
Yeah. Oh, yep.
And you're a Carlton football fan now?
I'd say so.
Random.
Got to know a player on it who's been coming here and working well with his feet, getting a lot of mileage, and they've had a good run recently. And I've never really kind of followed footy any closely. I didn't understand the stats, but started to understand how disposals and tackles and all that, and handballs, and like how useful those stats have been, and seeing like how productive people can be. So it's Did you play a lot of footy, Ninj?
Yeah, quite a bit. Yeah, more basketball, but I was still playing. I was Australian rules football at 37.
Wow.
So yeah, 15 years ago, I was still running around, but I just sort of, when I was that age, I was thinking, what am I doing? Yeah, out here. Because it is a combative thing, and I just didn't want to get hurt. I didn't want to, you
can't train
here on a Monday morning and trying to patch everyone up, and you're just black and blue.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? You're bruised.
That's it.
And I kind of just like being fit and strong and vital, and being able to sprint without that collision injury stuff.
That's the thing. It's the hits that you don't see coming that will probably really mess you up.
Yeah.
And I guess I've always been a bit more fragile in that sense. Like I play basketball, which is not nowhere near as much contact.
Yeah.
Whereas like in footy, you just you're asking for contact and.
Yeah. I preferred basketball all the time too. So.
But it's quite amazing things like sport. What we got here?
Don't mind me, I just want to watch.
Yeah.
Sorry guys.
Alright, get on a video. Just talking about footy now, talking about a bit of sport. Just saying how sports I guess it has its origins in a bit of warfare, I reckon. If two sides fighting each other.
Yeah.
And it must have come about because hey, I want to kill you, you want to kill me. It was like, hang on, why don't we settle this way? If I can do this and I'll beat you this way.
Yeah. I reckon it's a lot better way than dying, isn't it?
Yeah, especially if you can beat someone again and again. That probably feel better than just beating them once.
Yeah.
Was gladiators the first sport? Roman times?
No, I don't know. They probably had sports
They had
way back.
sprinting and wrestling,
Still back then,
boxing. Yeah, it was, the first one would have been racing each other. First sport. That's these before they got the pig bladder out and blew it up or whatever and kicked it around.
They got some old ball sports where they use stone balls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, had to throw them into a weird hoop or something, and apparently someone would even try to headbutt that. Can you imagine that? Oh mate. Guess they really didn't know about concussions back then. Oh. Even when I was a kid, concussion is just something people just talk about, like a headache or something, right? Not understanding the long-term trauma, and then you look back, you're like, wow. In the movies, when someone just gets punched out, they're unconscious. We just think of it like, oh, they're just asleep. But how serious that is to be unconscious from
I had
head.
a really bad concussion in year 11. I had to go to hospital for an ambulance and everything.
Wow.
I was hoping they could see it. Yeah. Sorry, just to add in. But I reckon back then it's you see footy players get concussed all the time and you think this is just normal. Now it's like an acute brain injury.
Yeah.
And that shit's not good.
No, long-term things related to the tremors, to depression. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then the second time I got concussed, I remember I went to a GP because I had blurred vision, and she was like, this is fucking really bad. And I remember thinking this happens every week in the AFL.
Wow.
This chick's off her head.
Yeah.
And now, with all the research, you're kind of thinking she knew about brains a lot more than a sporting organisation did. Definitely. So you're thinking, that was bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
But just how that culture, I mean, it wasn't just in footy, it was rugby, gridiron.
It's so normalised, isn't it?
Yeah. The fact that, fighters themselves were getting all sorts of issues later on in life, like Muhammad Ali and all that, just goes to show. Even bobsledding, they've got long-term head trauma.
Wow.
Just from the vibration, the head. Yeah, they've got helmet protection. They didn't have to have a crash, but just the rattling around.
G-forces as well.
Yeah, the brain's just bouncing off the side of the inside of the skull. Oh, yep, that's a good spot, Ninja.
Yep.
Oi.
Lightweight.
Oi.
Yeah, buddy.
Pain in the ass. Oh, where did that saying come from? Do you reckon it was from pains like in this spot?
I reckon it's directed at different people.
You're like this.
You're a pain in the ass.
Maybe the person already had a pain in his ass and was just like, you're like this pain in my ass.
Yeah.
Follow me around.
Yeah. Behind me.
Yeah, you're always there. No matter where I go.
Whoa, fuck, that is a tight tendon, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, he's jacked up.
Slipping.
Oh, yep. Yeah, world of difference on this side compared to the other, I reckon.
Yeah.
Whew.
Good for your awareness, you know.
Oh, yep. You're on it. Is that mine? Probably.
Be your phone, man.
No, he's calling me now.
So yeah, I suppose what you've witnessed is some treatment after the hamstring injury. So you kind of got to look at other side of your body. But yeah, you just need a flush sometimes to kind of help where you might have overscarred, and then that function can't come fully back, where you can't really compress the area or stretch it out like it needs to. The nerves mightn't be flowing through there as well as they possibly could. They might not be eliminating out of that area. So yeah, it's a good idea to get them some deep, slow body work, connect with that fascia, and let the body
For sure.
heal even further.
That's it.
So yeah, you're done. What do you
Amazing.
reckon?
Well, that's it. Each time you work on it, mate, I'm just like got up another level. So I'm really looking forward to where this goes next.
Yeah. Watch out for number 4, you reckon? There might be a 4.
Running barefoot.
Yeah, running barefoot. Yeah, we'll go on a little adventure. What do you reckon?
That's it.
Take you out. Done.
Done.